is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza for RV and Travel Adventures. In this edition, I'm going to be talking about photography and giving you some photo tips for your RVing adventures and your travel adventures. Hopefully you find it useful. Again, my degree from the university is in journalism with a photojournalism emphasis, even though I went into radio and TV also. I have a lot of interest, what can I say? I also own my own photo studio in Silicon Valley, so I do have a tiny bit of experience, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions, comments, or even suggestions. Even this old fart right here can learn something from you. One thing I know about photography, everybody has their own vision. Everybody has their own idea, their own concept of what is a good photograph. You may put it in your wall and say, "This is fabulous." And everybody goes, it is. It's fantastic. So, as an exhibiting photographer, as a lecturing photographer, as an instructor of photography for many, many years, I have a little bit of experience, but I know very well that there's a whole range, a panoply of ideas about photography, and there's no hard and fast rules. So I hope you enjoy my little commentary about my photographs. I'm going to be showing different kinds of photographs, landscapes, some decaying infrastructure, some photographs of people, etc. Some travel photography and some RVing photography. Most of my photographs, the great majority of my photographs taken over the last 10, 15 years have been while I've been truck bed camping or camping, and hopefully very soon, in my new travel trailer. Again, thanks for watching my channel. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please be friendly, please be nice. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's get started with the photographs. I shot the great majority of these photographs with my vintage Nikon D800 camera. Here's a landscape that I captured in color. Once you shoot something in color, you can always change it a little bit, give it a little bit of some interest in black and white. Again, there's different ways in Photoshop to manipulate a photograph in black and white. Here's a landscape. I shot several photographs, created a panorama. You can do that in camera with some cameras or in Photoshop. It's your choice. As you can tell, as I get closer, you can get some serious detail with even a vintage camera like my Nikon D800. This photograph was taken at Heron Lake. If you translate heron into Spanish, it's Garza. That's in New Mexico, and here we are in Texas at Big Bend. A fabulous, absolutely fabulous area to go camping. And here's a shot of the campground. One of the modest campgrounds in Big Bend in Texas. As a tourist, I sometimes go check out some parks here in Fort Worth. They have a botanical garden with a Japanese theme section. And I shot some close-ups of some bamboo. Rather esoteric. What do you think of this photograph? If you have any comments or questions? Again, I transformed these two photographs shot at the Japanese gardens in Fort Worth into black and white. Again, you can desaturate your photograph. You can use different black and white filters in Photoshop. You have many, many options. I am a big fan of selective focus too. So in selective focus, you make sure you're isolating the front to the background. So the foreground is in sharp focus, usually at f1.4, f2, or 3.5, and again, the background is blurred out. It gives special emphasis on the subject as compared to the background, so it's isolated. It has more interest, I think. Of course, many of you photograph cute little puppies and kittens. I found this older dog in a curled position on this floor. Very interesting. Here I am in Mexico photographing a pyramid. Of course, as you travel, one of the issues that you have to take into consideration is composition. I had this fence, this brick structure in front of the pyramid. I found that made it look interesting. In nearby Weatherford, they have an antique store, and I photographed this horse, this little horse that you can ride, especially if you're a child. If you're an adult, I would not recommend it. It might be a little too much for that horse. So I like the colors and the Western garb in the background. As a photographer and a student of photography, I know that some sort of esoteric, unusual subjects are of interest in the exhibition community. And here's a photograph of an office. I found it funny. Finally, we have a photograph that I shot in HDR, high dynamic range. You do a lot of manipulating in HDR. Lots going on in this photograph. These three ladies over here are having a good time and checking their phone and sharing stuff. Thanks for watching my photo show here. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned a little something. Or you can exchange with me and tell me, Jesus Garza, this is what I would recommend that you do in the future to improve your photography. The dialogue goes both ways. Again, thanks for checking out my photographs. Again, feel free to contact me at any time. Please leave a kind and super fantastic, super excellent comments, suggestions, and words of wisdom below. Abajo. Muchas gracias. Thank you very, very much. And of course, I would greatly appreciate it if you have the time. Only if you have the time. If you don't have the time, I totally understand. I would appreciate it if you can subscribe to my modest YouTube channel. From Fort Worth, Texas, this has been Jesus Manuel Mena Garza for RV and Travel Adventures. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.